Greetings from Salem, Massachusetts. I'm traveling and I've been on the road now for over a week, and I haven't had time to write my newsletter, my blog, or do the full moon or new moon reports because I'm moving my home and business from Denver, Colorado to Marblehead, Massachusetts. And that's a 2,000-mile distance. So it's quite an operation I have going on here. I do have a lot of help, but still, I'm the one that has to make all the decisions. So it's been very requiring. It's been physically requiring. It's been emotional, spiritual, mental. And so it hasn't allowed me to focus on the writing or uploading the videos like I would like to. So I wanted to let you know that I'm moving in October, and my property, my furniture, my car will be in transit for a week. And so I won't have access to my car or my furniture for a week. And so I will not be able to do the October astrology forecast. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do the November one either, because by the time I get everything set up and moving, it may be time to do December. And I also want to do the year aheads. 2017 is going to be amazing. And, you know, Jupiter has just gone into Libra, and that's very positive. It's positive for love, it's positive for relationships, and it's also positive for business and business relationships, because now Jupiter is sextile Saturn and Sagittarius. That's business opportunity. That's business breakthroughs. That's business expansion. It's good for the economies. It's good for the financials. It's good for you. It's good for me. And Saturn and Uranus are going to be trining starting in December, all of next year as well. And that's going to be very positive for business, for innovation, innovating your life, innovating your work, innovating your reality. And you can do it in a practical way, in a flowing way, and a fun way. And so there's so many good things to look forward to. And while I'm here in Salem and also Marblehead, I thought I'd take you on a tour of Salem. For those of you that don't know, this is where the witch trials were in the 1600s. And now it's this huge metaphysical community, as well as real witches live here and work here. Unlike the ones that were murdered in 1645, right around that time period, what they would do is they would tie stones on you, throw you in the water, and if you sank, you were a witch. And so, hey, you know, it's so weird because historically we left Europe to get away from religious persecution. And what did we bring with us? The same baloney, the same dogmas that keeps everyone in fear and boxed in, and the whole heaven and hell paradigm and all of that, which is falling by the wayside as we move into the new earth, the age of Aquarius, which is all about freedom and truth and liberation and love. And so I think it's really interesting, but there's so much history here. Massachusetts was the first state to do anything in this country. It was the first state to be founded. It was the first house was built here. First business was started here. The first pub was opened here in Massachusetts. So all of the history of our country started here. Paul Revere's ride, the Revolution, the American Revolution, when we broke away from England, but really not. And so all of that history is here. George Washington. And so it's a very exciting place. It's a beautiful place. It's right on the ocean. I'm coming home to my roots. I grew up here. I was born here. I was raised here. I was here until my early 30s, and then I moved to Montana and then Colorado, and have been out there for almost 27 years. So I'm doing a Saturn return here. I left right after my first Saturn return, a couple years after my first Saturn return, and now I'm coming back on my second Saturn return. I'll have my Saturn return in December because my natal Saturn is at 19 degrees Sagittarius. But I'm really excited because I get my natal chart back, which gives me my Leo ascendant back. In Colorado, I have a Cancer ascendant, and I really don't like that because my Saturn in Sagittarius and my Moon in Sagittarius in conjunct my ascendant, and that's rough. Here, my Saturn and my Moon in Sagittarius in my 5th house trine my Leo ascendant, and that's much easier. So the climate is easier on me, the lifestyle, the weather, all of it is much more conducive to me. And some people are saying, oh, it's cold there. Well, you know, Colorado gets cold too. Maybe it's not as cold as it is because we're further north here in New England, but I'm used to it, and I kind of like the cold. I don't like it too cold, but I don't like it too hot either. But I do like the moisture, although it does make my hair just go like, wah. But I do like the moisture. I don't like the dry. And so for me, and I love seafood, so for me, being here is strengthening me, and which means I'm going to be even better at what I do because I'm more comfortable, and therefore I can channel even more and give you even better forecasts and information that's coming through for me to give to you, as well as by doing this, taking you on this trip with me. I'm preparing you for next year because given my astrology, I am going to be traveling next year, and so I want to take you with me. So this kind of gets you used to me not always being in the chair or at home doing the videos, but taking you on the road with me and doing the astrology on the road with me. And so I'm really excited about that. I'm very excited about what I'm doing and what's coming up for all of us. This 2016 has been a rough year. I mean, the astrology has been really challenging with that Mars retrograde and with Jupiter in Virgo being squared by Saturn. That's been really harsh. And so I'm really looking forward to this Jupiter in Libra, which just got started on the 9th of September, and this Saturn in Sagittarius trining Uranus in Aries. Absolutely fantastic for industry and business and personally as well. And so we have a lot to look forward to for the rest of this year and absolutely for next year. And yes, I'm well aware of the full moon in Pisces coming up here in a few days. I'm watching the moon through my skylight here as it waxes and builds towards that full moon. We're in eclipse season and we're in Mercury retrograde. I'm well aware of Mercury retrograde, and that will be complete on the 22nd. I move in October, well after the Libra new moon, which is gorgeous, and so we'll be well out of Mercury retrograde. We'll be in a new moon cycle and well into October. So, I'm really excited about what I'm doing. So what I'd like to do now is take you downtown Salem with me, take you on a little walking tour, and show you some of the sights. So here we are at the Salem Witch Museum, and this is one of my all-time favorites. It is so rich in history and explaining what happened, many theories around why the young girls were accusing innocent people of being witches. Here's another look at the museum from another angle. You should have seen this place yesterday. I filmed this today on Monday, but yesterday on Sunday there were 100,000 people walking around here and sightseeing. People from all over the world come here. And right across the street is this very famous park I'm not sure if you remember this from the movie Hocus Pocus. And they shot part of the movie in this park. And the next is a picture of the house of the young lady that was in the movie. And this was where her parents were having the Halloween party in the house. And then Max came over and Danny. And then they went out. And here's the house that Max and Danny were living in the movie Hocus Pocus, which is one of my all-time favorite Halloween movies with Sarah Jessica Parker and Bette Midler. Hilarious movie. These are actually made from twigs. Some artist created these, and I just put them in because I thought they were so interesting. And people come and have their picture taken in front of them, and they're just amazing. They're so gigantic. I had to shoot it in a way where you could see the bottom part and then now the top part, and of course the historical houses behind it. Just amazing, these structures that are all made out of twigs. And right across the street is this store. It's the oldest witch store in Salem. And there's the young lady dressed as, well, partially dressed as a witch. They do all kinds of walking tours here. They do night tours, they do day tours, they do ghost tours, they do history tours, they do Hocus Pocus tours, they do so many different types of amazing tours that you can experience. Now this is the New England Magic School, a shop and school of witchcraft and wizardry. I thought that was interesting to include in here. There are so many stores that have their own little niche and offerings of readings and classes and candles and book tours. See, there's another ghost tour that they offer, and they do offer them at night too. People really like that. This place is booked all through October. You cannot get in here. It's already booked. And this is early September, and it's completely booked. The mall is so quiet today. Yesterday there was 100,000 people walking around. And I'm learning how to do this with the camera without jiggling it. So lots of outdoor restaurants. That's a beautiful waterfall. The children were playing in there yesterday. It was so much fun. And just a wonderful, wonderful city. I absolutely love it here. And just wanted to share it with you. And this is a fun store. Look, they're already ready for Halloween, and it's loaded with chocolate. It's Halloween in Salem all year round. And you can see that they're already gearing up with the product and getting ready for October, because this place is booked out. It's already sold out. And people come from all over the world to be part of the Halloween celebration here. And I'll be living here, so I'll be very excited to come downtown from Marblehead and play and have fun. So I just wanted to give you an update on what I'm doing, where I am, and enjoy.